John Calvin on Psalm 15, verse 2. He that walketh uprightly and worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart. He whose walk is blameless, and who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from his heart. Here is an implied contrast between the vain boasting of those who are only the people of God in name, or who make only a bare profession of being so, which consists in outward observances, and this undubitable and genuine evidence of true godliness which David commends. But it might be asked, as the service of God takes precedence of the duties of charity toward our neighbors, why is there no mention here made of faith and prayer? For certainly these are the marks by which the genuine children of God ought to have been distinguished from the hypocrites. The answer is easy. David does not intend to exclude faith and prayer and other spiritual sacrifices. But as hypocrites, in order to promote their own interests, are not sparing in their attention to a multiplicity of external religious observances, while their ungodliness, notwithstanding, is manifested outwardly in the life, seeing they are full of pride, cruelty, violence, and are given to deceitfulness and extortion. The psalmist, for the purpose of discovering and drawing forth into the light all who are of such a character, takes the marks and evidence of true and sincere faith from the second table of the law. According to the care which every man takes to practice righteousness and equity toward his neighbors, so does he actually show that he fears God. David, then, is not here to be understood as resting satisfied with political or social justice, as if it were enough to render to our fellow man what is their own, while we may lawfully defraud God of his right. But he describes the approved servants of God as distinguished and known by the fruits of righteousness which they produce. In the first place, he requires sincerity. In other words, that men should conduct themselves in all their affairs with singleness of heart, and without sinful craft or cunning. Secondly, he requires justice. That is to say, that they should study to do good to their neighbors, hurt nobody, and abstain from all wrong. Thirdly, he requires truth in their speech, so that they may speak nothing falsely or deceitfully.